Welcome to this video. My name is Mark Coleman, and in this video series, I'm going to show you exactly how I got my testosterone levels over 1100. This is going to be a 6-part series. This is the intro video. The second one is going to be blood work analysis, how exactly I went about my blood work, and this is how I do it with clients as well, what I actually did for myself. The third video is going to be about nutrition, what exactly I changed about my daily nutrition habits that allowed me to increase my testosterone that much. Video 4 is going to be around training. What splits did I do? What exercises? How did I train? All that stuff completely revealed. And the 5th video is going to be about the high T lifestyle. How was I living my life to give my body the signals that it needed more testosterone and therefore boost it to 1100? Video 6 is going to be supplementation. What specific supplements did I take in all phases of my program to skyrocket my testosterone levels? So first off, I want to give an introduction as to who I actually am. So my name's Mark Coleman. I'm a men's holistic health and testosterone optimization coach. I do this all naturally. So you might be thinking, oh, he just hopped on TRT to get his levels that high. No TRT. All we do is natural approaches. We look at blood work. We look at symptomology. We look at lifestyle, supplements, training, nutrition, all of these things, stress management. There's a lot that you can do to optimize your health and also optimize your hormones. I've helped hundreds of guys optimize their health and increase their testosterone levels all naturally, no TRT or anything like that. I'm also 33 years old, so I'm not some young buck 23 who just naturally has really high testosterone levels. I'll share a little bit about my journey right now. So in my 20s, I was extremely depressed, extremely lonely. I was working an engineering job that I hated and just didn't really have a purpose in my life. All of the symptoms that you would see in someone with low testosterone, low energy, depression, more anxiety, lack of purpose, just feeling just weak, didn't have much muscle on my frame, just showing up way below my actual potential. And I don't have blood tests from this period. I was probably in the 300s based on how I felt and how I looked and all that stuff. Fast forward to around 2022, 2023, I was having some issues with my sex drive and my desire to have sex. So I was like, maybe it's testosterone. Looked into that. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. I think it was in the 600s and the free testosterone was slightly on the lower end. So then I got pretty serious about it and boosted my testosterone into the 800s and was starting to feel really good, feeling more confident, feeling more energetic, was able to push my business further. And I directly correlate that to how my health was. And I was definitely optimizing the health and my testosterone levels were increasing because of that. Now we come to the end of 2024. I had shoulder surgery in July of 2024 and got my bloods done maybe 2 months after that. And then my total testosterone was around 681. My free was around 8, which was actually in the lower end. The surgery definitely hindered that. So I was on a mission to naturally increase that back to levels that I had never been at before. And so the process started, and at the end of those protocols, I was able to get my natural testosterone levels over 1100, 1104 exactly, and I doubled my free testosterone levels. And that is exactly what this series is about. What did I do? From A to Z, literally everything, no stone unturned. 1, that it's possible. I'm 33 years old, so it's definitely possible. And 2, how exactly I work with myself, and then how I work with clients. And it's exactly the same. I'll share the exact protocol that I ran myself through, similar to how I run my clients through it. And that's why I got such good results and why they get such good results as well. I also want to talk about why this actually matters. And why it matters is the contrast between how I felt when I was in the 300s and even the 600s to how I now feel in the 1100s. The amount of confidence that I have to take risks in business, to take risks in life, in dating, in relationships, in just all areas of my life. I'm taking more risks and therefore I'm seeing more success. And then I'm getting the feedback loop of more confidence. I'm doing more things. I feel better about myself. And that is just letting my life transform in the best way. Here's a lot of inner work that I've done. I've been triggering myself pretty consistently and working through that as well. But without the physiological prerequisites to put myself into those situations, none of this would happen. None of the business growth, none of the personal growth, none of the physique growth. None of that happens if I don't optimize my testosterone levels and I don't get them high as fuck to then start showing up how I need it to be to actually become the man that I was meant to be. So this is exactly why this matters. It's not just a number on a blood test. It's not just, oh, look at this, I got my number super high. It's about how that number impacts how you feel and therefore how you show up, the actions that you're taking in your day-to-day life, and therefore how your reality is starting to look, how you're starting to create the life that you really want to live. So if you want more confidence, if you want a better physique, if you want a better business, if you want to start showing up as the man that you know you've meant to be, it all starts here. It all starts with your biology. How much testosterone do you have? And if that's low, you're not going to show up how you need to get the results in your life. So I don't want to understate the importance of testosterone and of health, because it's literally the foundation to a happy, successful, fulfilling life. And if you miss this, you're going to stay stuck and you're going to stay struggling. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss these, definitely like this video, subscribe to the channel so you get notified as to when I post these videos. I'm going to be dropping them once per week for the next 6 weeks. So I'll catch you in the next ones.